Canada map as well, if we can, just to give you a sense of how things look nationwide, what's going on today, a bit of a deeper dive, and take a look. The warnings are in place there in red, as you can see, British Columbia through to Alberta, Saskatchewan, parts of southern Ontario. It's hot, though, in Ottawa. It's hot in Montreal as well. It's hot in many parts of the Maritimes, Atlantic Canada there as well. You see Newfoundland and Labrador. Dave Phillips is senior climatologist with Environment Canada standing by. Dave, good to see you on this Monday. Happy Monday in July.
Thank you,
Very
Todd.
hot. Yeah, so let's talk about BC and Alberta and those extreme heat warnings.
Well, Todd, it's been really the summer of the heat dome. We saw it in Texas and Mexico in May with deadly results. In June, we had it in southwestern part of the desert of the United States and also in eastern Canada. And now in July, it's come to the west. What we're seeing is the California the heat dome has moved northward. It's grabbed hold of British Columbia. It's pushing into Alberta, into Saskatchewan. And in the east, too, it's not a heat dome, but it's warm southerly air. And there's been lots of humidity, some of it from the Hurricane Beryl in Texas that just hit there. And so for different reasons, it's still warm southerly air, but it's kind of dry in the west, of course. It's the dry heat, but here in the east, it's the kind of moist heat. Although I must say, with all of the precipitation they've had on the prairies, they're actually going to see some humidex values early this week. Wednesday, for example, the temperature in Calgary could be 35 degrees with a high humidex because of all the rain they've had. So it's local sources of humidity, and that will just evaporate with those warm temperatures. And of course, this is Stampede Week, and so very, very, from a health point of view and a comfort point of view, it's quite trying.
Are we looking at record-breaking temperatures, Dave?
Well, Todd, we think about this. We think about 2021, where we had an early heat wave. We had an intense one and long-lasting and many, many deaths. This one is certainly a little later. It's not nearly as intense as it was back 3 years ago, and it's not quite as long-lasting, although we'll just have to see how late it goes. But certainly, we saw on the weekend, the first time I've seen this year, a 40-degree temperature in Ashcroft, British Columbia. I think it was on yesterday. 3 years ago, we had up to a 49.6. So certainly the intensity is not there, but certainly it is hot for a good part of Canada. And Manitoba shouldn't feel that they're left out in the cold, because as the week goes on, they're going to see some 30-degree, 31-degree temperatures. So they're going to share in this heat that we're seeing now. And Todd, hey, we're still about 2 weeks away from the dog days of summer, which typically is the warmest time of the summer. So, hey, it's July is certainly beginning on a hot note, and we think the summer is going to continue that way.
Dave, good to see you as always. Thank you.
Okay, Todd, bye-bye.
Dave Phillips with Environment Canada.